Alright, I'm going to start this off by saying that Supernatural is easily one of my favourite, if not my favourite TV show of all time. So this video may be slightly biased, but I stand by the point that I'm going to make, and that is, Supernatural would make for an epic game. Firstly, let's start by where the idea for this video came from. I was recently playing The Witcher 3 for the 11th time, and it dawned on me, there are a couple of similarities between good old Geralt and a hunter from the Supernatural universe. I mean, not the looks wise, but in terms of the monster hunting, from accepting contracts to how they research and find clues, all the way down to categorizing what it is they are hunting. And it got me thinking, what would a Supernatural game look like and how would it work? So I went ahead and made some notes, got kind of a baseline for how I think a Supernatural game should be, with a few question marks here and there where your guys' input in the comments would be more than welcome. Let's start with the playable character, which also happens to be the first question mark. I was torn between creating my own badass hunter or playing as the Winchester brothers themselves, because whilst it would be very cool being myself hunting down a Rougarou, it would also be awesome being able to do a GTA 5 like character switch between Sam and Dean to complete separate objectives en route to completing a Supernatural contract. So, first question, character creation or Winchester brothers? Next, let's talk about the world. Obviously set in the United States of America just like the TV show, an open world is a no-brainer. Since a large portion of the TV show is spent with that beautiful 67 Chevy in shot, it would make sense to have an open world where you can drive around either in the Chevy or in your own vehicle to travel between crime scenes and points of interest. Like obviously we wouldn't get the whole of America, but even just 2-3 states cut down in size just to make it feel legit. Or I guess each state could be separate from one another and fast travelling between them was the only option, a bit like Shadow of War. Either way, the Supernatural world space needs space. Now whilst we're talking about the world, it's important it feels alive. People walking the streets, busy roads, optional side quests to hunt lesser monsters. You want to feel like you're in a world that's worth saving. I'd like there to be a main storyline to follow, but just like in The Witcher, you can spend your time accepting side quests and helping other folk out. Whether it's a simple home haunting or trying to save someone from the inevitable hellhound bite, we need plenty to do and see besides the contents of the main story. Another thing that is important is the inclusion of characters from the show. No matter who we play as, it is crucial that we get to bump into established characters from the universe, from small interactions to even helping another hunter out with a contract. It helps connect the worlds and once again makes you feel like the world is bigger than it seems. Due to the amount of seasons that there is, and even comics, there is so much lore, and so many supernatural beings that when creating a game for Supernatural, you'd never be short of source material and ideas. You'd pack out a main game and even add a few chunky DLCs to the mix, introducing new characters and even world spaces like Purgatory. Now here is the next question. Who would be up to the task? Which developers could take on Supernatural and create it into the game that we want? My first two choices were obviously CD Projekt Red and then Ubisoft, both capable of creating bustling open worlds, full of life and plenty of different directions to take. But my brain went blank after that. So who do you think could develop this game? Let me know in the comments. So whether it's an original story or it follows the events of the TV show, I believe not only that Supernatural would make an amazing game, but also that we need a Supernatural game, like now. Thanks for watching, I really do appreciate it. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribing will help you catch more content like this from me. As always, stay alpha, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.